is high, the number of iterations of the turbo decoding becomes low, because we have no time to do other iteration, and therefore the bit error rate degrades. This is just two examples, but of course we shall try to obtain other results. Finally, some open issues. The open issues are related to the fact that most of these of the present research work has been done in a lab or in controlled environment. Substantially, the SDR is a precious opportunity to enable the small satellite systems as flexible and reconfigurable space segment, but this kind of efforts are mainly homemade and suffer from lack of coordination and standardization, and is noticed by some questions from the audience. About the SDN, we have 3 severe challenges that has been solved one by one, but not together. So the solution of one of them probably is in trade-off, I'm not sure, but it is in trade-off with the other. First of all, the latency introduced by, there is a latency, a huge latency introduced by exchanging network information between multiple nodes and a single controller. So substantially, this controller receives the information from the multiple nodes with a delay and asynchronously. And this aspect may be critical, in particular in long-range space networks. The CubeSat can minimize this problem. Another issue is how SDN controller communicates with other controller using the same application program interface. So because the effort are in showing the advantages of communication between SDN controller and network nodes. But the SDN controller should communicate with other controllers in long-range networks, and therefore it's a problem. The third problem is probably the most significant one. In order to manage a long-range network in SDN, we need a controller database that grows, whose size is exponentially growing with the number of nodes. You know that the management of a database, of a control database, is not in a zero time. If we have a gigabytes of data to manage, the real time vanishes. But the most open issue is the security. The last point, last but not the least, what does it happen in case of attack of the SDN controller?
Hacker doesn't recognize what is it.
Always, or maybe someone may say, okay, I am the controller. What does it happen? All the operation fails. A stupid attack, it was experimented that the stupid attack, like the DNS attack, can destroy everything. There is indeed an ad hoc security group working on this specific aspect, but no standard solution is available at the present time. Finally, in the conclusion, technologies that are needed to implement the ambitious space 2.0 scenario are mostly available, at least in prototypical status. In my opinion, the step ahead should be more in terms of philosophy than in technology. So the philosophy should go towards a more flexible idea of space network. Without softwarization, the space network intelligence, the reconfigurability will be impossible. So SDR and SDN may form this, may be this discontinuity point required. In particular, there is the need of a new paradigmatic vision of the satellite network. The software-defined approach should be integrated and global, and should not be addressed to solve specific points, like, for instance, the inter-hub handover or the efficient integration of terrestrial satellite. There should be a global view. Probably this is what it's still missing. Okay, some acknowledgement about who is the first acknowledgement is related to this initiative, because in order to coordinate the research effort about the space 2.0 vision and other similar topics, a new technical panel has been recently established by the IEEE, and in particular the Aerospace and Electronic Systems Society. This panel is entitled Glue Technologies for Space Systems, and is chaired by myself and by my colleague Marina Ruggeri of the University of Rome, Tor Vergata. Marina has 30-year experience in the field, and she's one of the most famous Italian researchers in satellite communications. This panel aims at coordinating the research in, and the development in very advanced satellite and space field. For more information, you can visit the panel website, and if you are interested in the panel activity, you can participate in the panel. If you want to be member of the panel, it's enough to send an email to me and in carbon copy to Professor Marina Ruggeri. The addresses are on the site, and by the way, the membership of panel is free of charge. It's not required to be member of the Aerospace Society. Everyone is welcome if interested. And finally, the supporting of my visit, and last but not least, wish to thank you for your attention, for your patience, and if you have questions, they are welcome.